I know Naomi.
Hey.
How old are you?
23.
You look good. Where you from?
You don't want to come over here.
Over where?
There's a lot of transsexuals out here. You don't want to come out here.
Trans?
Yeah, it's a lot of transsexuals out here. You don't want to come out here.
Are you trying to suggest something?
I'm trying to suggest that I'm one of them.
No. You're lying. Stand up. Stand up right now.
Okay, you're going to see nothing but...
You just made a jump. You're not a trans, bro.
No, I'm telling you. Listen, my shit's fat, my titty's fat, but I'm trans. It's just what it is. No surge like this.
Girl, you not no trans.
I'm not lying to you, sweetheart. I'm warning you. Why can't you... Why can see? That's what I'm saying. Why can't I just tell the truth?
Whip that shit out right now.
Why not just take someone's word when they tell you this is how they live their life? It's not that they don't believe it. It's that they're aroused and they want to see because they want to experience.
The response can range from people who are like, I love this for y'all. Y'all doing what's best for you. Keep going. All the way to extreme haters like, why are y'all together? Like, this doesn't make sense. Just drop each other and go find a man, each of y'all individually. People will automatically put a label on her because she's been a dancer. They think that she's only doing things that are materially motivated, but they don't know her as a person. Me being masculine and liking men, people are like, okay, something is obviously off in this relationship.
She likes to let the haters hate, and I'm like, we're gonna stop the hater in their track. That's me.
You gotta tell us what was your first impressions walking up or seeing us. Like,
I'm not gonna, well, you want the truth?
Yes, we gave you the truth.
Okay, I'll tell you. So, in the South, we love big girls. I'ma just say that. I ain't saying that to be disrespectful. I'm just saying that I was like...
I think it went good. I was nervous for nothing.
I think the date went very well. He was a super nice guy, very easy to talk to.
It went good, man. A lot of chemistry. I enjoyed it. I really did.
I thought he was a good-looking guy. I think his smile was gorgeous. Physically, I thought it was nice. What about you?
Oddly, he was more so attracted to you.
Oddly.
No, it's even. You don't never want to do that with any woman or man, though. It's even, man.
I think it was mutual.
Tell us the truth!
Alright, what's good, YouTube? It's your man, Book of AlphaRonomy, aka Doc BOA. Yep, I got time today. I have a lot of family in Atlanta, Georgia. Dare I say about 80% of my family is in Atlanta and the surrounding areas. I like being in the area, especially for business. Bunch of wonderful restaurants, wonderful shopping, but I would never live there because it is indeed a modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. There are more men there who prefer the company of men than there are men who prefer the company of women. There are more women there who prefer the company of women than there are women there who prefer the company of men. It is a transgender capital of the South, maybe even of the world. But it's one of those places where there's so much business there that you have to go there and do business sometimes. Actually, man, we're thinking about having a premiere of the headliner in Atlanta. More than likely, we are going to have it in Atlanta, so I keep y'all posted on that. But let's take a look at this video, man, with these young guys. They're on a podcast, they're on a live stream, and there's a trans man, woman, I don't even know what they want to be called, a person that was born a man who's transitioned to being a woman. This person tells these guys over and over and over and over that I'm trans. And they just can't believe it, to the point where they start asking, show me. Now we'll watch this clip and then we'll come back and then we'll watch a very popular, successful TV analyst, black woman who supports this because the attack on masculinity is real. Those who you can turn, you turn. Those who you can't, you try to get someone that you turn to turn them as well. But let's take a look at this clip, man. We'll come back and chop it up on the real tip. This is not for the faint of heart. If you don't want to watch something like this, then click off now because this is an exchange between a man that was born a man and now lives as a woman and some young boys who obviously don't have fathers in their lives or any guidance. And you can tell one of them expressly is absolutely willing to go wherever he needs to go in order to be with this person. Now let's check it out.
I know Naomi.
Hey.
How old are you?
23.
You look good. Where you from?
You don't want to come over here.
Over where?
There's a lot of transsexuals out here. You don't want to come out here.
Trans?
Yeah, it's a lot of transsexuals out here. You don't want to come out here.
Are you trying to suggest something?
I'm trying to suggest that I'm one of them.
No. You're lying. Stand up. Stand up right now.
Okay, you're going to see nothing but...
You just made a jump. You're not a trans, bro.
No, I'm telling you. Listen, my shit is fat, my titty's fat, but I'm trans. It's just what it is. No surge like this.
Girl, you not no trans.
I'm not lying to you, sweetheart. I'm warning you. Why can't you... Why can see? That's what I'm saying. Why can't I just tell the truth?
Whip that shit out right now. No Diddy. Whip that shit out right now if you trans.
Why you want to see that instead of this? I appreciate the gesture, and I would never trick you like that. I'm just trying to be nice.
No, she not trans. I hear it in her voice. I know she not trans.
You know what?
You from D? I'm glad. I'm gonna put
Since
these
you
dogs.
said you gonna run up, and you gonna try to punch me.
Yeah. I'm gonna run up.
Dude,
Do that too.
know
I might
knock
bag
you the fuck out in a minute.
It's a voice
So guess
changer.
what? So if I do this, like, it's not a voice changer.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit just turned me on. You understand?
She not trans, bro. Like she.
Now I'm not trans.
You streaming? You streaming right now?
Now I'm not trans.
You
I'm telling
streaming?
you the truth. It's either you gonna buy it or take it back.
Buy what?
I'll buy that mother. Hello.
I am
Where the
trans.
fuck did you go to get surgery?
I don't need surgery. Grew like this. Hormones.
Wait, do
Bro,
that.
that's not trans, bro. Look at her face,
Do
bro.
that.
She's lying.
Do that voice again. Do that shit again. Do the voice. I still crush that shit.
I know you would. A lot of people would.
No, bro. Like, I still don't think she's.
My all right, cool. You don't believe I'm trans. All right, cool. I tried
How's
to
that possible?
How was it possible?
How is that possible? Like, I'm talking about your face. There's no way you look like that with plastic surgery, bro.
This ain't plastic surgery, baby. This natural. Even without the makeup. You want me to pull up a picture? Let me know.
Can I fly you out?
I still don't think you a trans, bro. You gotta show me something, fool. Like,
I don't got nothing to show you.
that's not fake. You're real, fool. Like,
I am real. I'm realness. That's what I'm saying.
You
Realness.
busting out that shit right now, fool.
I'm realness. In my community, I'm real as
This young guy just said, if you trans, whip your wood out. Whip it out right now. Just whip it on out. Let me see. Show me. Prove to me. Let me see it. Out of all the things to say, that's what he wants to. That's instead of just taking this person's word, why not just take someone's word when they tell you this is how they live their life? It's not that they don't believe it. It's that they're aroused and they want to see because they want to experience. Did you hear the voice change? That's the proof that they need. Now, young homie just said he ain't gonna lie. That deep voice change turned him on. I want y'all to understand, man, that there's chemicals and hormones in the food and in water and everywhere around you that's changing your hormonal balance. And it's keeping you hormonally imbalanced for a long time, especially some of these snacks they be eating and all of that. It's in there, bro, and it's in there intentionally. I'm telling you, just the truth. A lot of people would. Why? Because we live in a society that promotes everything that God is against. Now, in this society, they say you just do whatever you want to do. Well, God tells you to resist the temptation to do things. And that's the difference between a godly society and a godless society. In a godless society, these guys are trying to see if they can make some shake some. In a godly society, they shutting this whole stream down. Once it's said, okay, I'm transgender, they shutting the whole thing down and moving on to the next caller because you gotta get it right from in front of you, right quick. You gotta resist the temptation. This is an example of young guys not resisting temptation, who are being lured in very easily because no one ever taught them spiritual astuteness. Hey, homeboy back there, he done lift his shirt up and start rubbing his belly. Yo, that boy ready to eat. Look at him back there, y'all. He back there rubbing his belly, man. And listen, bro, I don't knock nobody. If that's your preference, that's your preference. But my thing is, I bet all of these guys have girlfriends. I bet all of these guys have girlfriends that they're probably having unprotected intimacy with. I bet all of them do. And here's the thing. If this is your life, live your life, but don't be out here, man, running around and doing all these different things and just being a trisexual where you'll try anything once. Don't be that. Live the life you're living. I will give this transgender person one thing. This person is living their life out in the open. If you're going to live it in the open. Don't hide it from people. If you're going to live it in the open. That's your job as a person, to be honest with people about your preferences and how you live your life so you won't endanger someone. Now, let's listen to Jamal Hill, who claims to represent blackness so much in HBCUs and all of this. Let's listen to her promote that this should be okay.
The other problem, Scott, is that it's never enough. It's bathrooms today. It's sports today. It's sports tomorrow. It's the military today.
No, it's also sports today, by the way.
Yeah, it is sports today. And
80% of Americans agree, by the way.
Oh, that's fine. And 80%, guess what? The majority sometimes is wrong. That also happens, right? Because the majority used to believe that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was somebody who was a threat, that somebody who was not a good American. The majority of people used to be against civil rights. Were they right? No, they weren't.
Here's what I want y'all to understand, man. And I want y'all to truly understand this. When you live your life in this society, you got to be aligned with the Most High. because temptation will come your way. Now, we'll give that transgender person one thing. They announced proudly who they were. But should that person be allowed to use a women's restroom if they still have a male package down low? I don't think so. We have never seen a time in our history where woods were allowed in women's restrooms. Just like we've never seen a time in our history where punanis were allowed in men's restrooms. But now we live in a society where it's okay. We live in a society where you can't fake being a police officer. You can't fake being a judge. You can't fake being anything official in the government. You can't fake being anything. You can't fake being a doctor. You can't fake being a dentist. You can't fake being a lawyer. You can't fake being a fireman. You can't fake being any of those things. But you can be a man. You could be born as a man and then go live your life as a woman and change everything about yourself to look like a woman and live like a woman and appear like a woman, except the one thing that separates men from women. And I want y'all to ask yourself, who's at fault here? Is it society for these young men being open to this? Or is it just a trick where these young men see a woman and so are aroused by what appears to be femininity? As a masculine man, you should be aroused by femininity. But should femininity be able to be presented to you by half the package? Should a feminine appearance and boobage and bootiech, if the yams and hams can be presented to you only to find out that you can't have the traditional male-female experience, is that okay? It's the question I ask you. And I want y'all to comment down below and let me know. I know this is a deviation from the regular content we cover, but when I saw this clip, someone sent me this clip and they said, please, Doc BOA, cover this because these young men are being preyed upon. They're being taken advantage of. And if you notice, when that young man said, can I fly you out? There was no response. No response at all. And I want y'all to keep in mind. Confusion is the child of delusion. You put those two things together and you have someone who is willing to accept and sometimes even promote a spiritual intrusion. Like this video on your way out if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, click that notification bell. Make sure your notifications are on so you can be alerted to when I upload some more of this Prism of the Ism. And as always, Alpha's up, Beta's down. Peace.